Hi, Pots. Welcome back to Herndon. Welcome back to school. Those of you new to Herndon, welcome to Herndon. I just want to give you this presentation, sort of introduce you to some of the things that you'll learn and what you'll need to know for this class. Sort of a manual. Alright, first things first, I am Mrs. Chester, in case you're wondering if you're in the right class or what this nice lady's name is. I am Mrs. Chester. I teach English Language Arts. I also teach yearbook and novel studies. I was born and raised in a town called New Roads, Louisiana, which is down in Pointe-Coupee Parish. New Roads is a small town. It has a wonderful lake called False River, where people go fishing, jet skiing, and swimming. It's down in South Louisiana. It's very heavily French and Spanish and Native American influenced, also Italian and Irish. There are many people there who have Cajun accents, who speak Creole. Cuisine's a little bit different, you know, red beans on Monday, that sort of thing. Here's a picture of False River. It's called False River because it's not really a river, it's actually a lake, but it looks like it's a river because it's long. It's an oxbow lake. It's sort of a crescent shape, and it used to be part of the Mississippi River. Not far from False River, if you keep driving down False River Road, you get to the levee and the Mississippi River, which is on the other side of the parish, on the west side. It's called an oxbow lake because it used to be part of the Mississippi River, and the Mississippi took a turn like it tends to do. It has a mind of its own. It takes shortcuts. That's also why it's called Pointe-Coupee, because it was a cutoff point where the Mississippi used to go and decided to take a different route. Here's a church where I grew up. Every Tuesday in elementary school, I was here for Mass. Every Friday morning, for school Mass, we went here. In the early days of my high school years and down to elementary, so elementary to high school, 9th, 10th grade, girls were not allowed to wear pants. And so on days when it was cold, you have to wear tights. And a lot of girls in my high school didn't really like them. They really weren't in style, so we'd have dresses on, no tights, cold. No one wore coats either, just wasn't in style. And you know, the weather is a little bit warmer there than it is here, so just one of those things. Here's a picture of the outside of St. Mary's, is the name of this church. Okay. And of course the school is called Catholic of Pointe-Coupee, named after the parish. It's a Catholic school. I went there elementary, middle, and high school, like I said. So there were students that I went to school with from kindergarten, from age 5 until we graduated high school. Here's a picture of the nuns. We did have real nuns in my school, and yes, it's true, they are mean. Here's a picture of the high school portion of my school. So this is where I went to high school. It's just 2 stories. There's some T buildings and the gym, and that's about it. Not a whole lot of students. Our entire high school was maybe 400 kids. College I went to, vastly different, you know, coming from a class of 59 students and then going to college with, you know, hundreds, thousands of students. I went to Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, which is about 30 minutes from New Roads. Here's a picture of the quadrangle. This is the heart, the center of student life. Here you have the bell tower. As you can see, there's the bell tower. And the Middleton Library is there. There's all these beautiful oak trees. And in springtime, you can see the azalea bushes. A lot of your main classes will be in this quadrangle. Allen Hall is in there. In that quadrangle, that's the English building, which I love dearly. Just a little bit about where I went to college. Here I married my college sweetheart, Anthony Chester, and I have 4 wonderful children. There's the little ones, the boys. That's Benjamin and Tony. I know you can't see Benjamin's face. And there are my girls, and there's Tony again. This was before Benjamin was born, so Ben's not in this picture. So my husband and I were at the Georgia Aquarium, which is the world's largest aquarium. We went there on vacation. School supplies. What are you going to need? Well, you're going to need a binder. You will need some tab dividers. You will need a home folder. This is very important. It needs to have 3 holes and be able to fit into your binder. Any important papers that I give you or any important papers you get during advisory need to go into that home folder. You'll also need some notebook paper. Lots of pencils. Get tons of pencils, put some in your locker, put some in your backpack. If you run out in your backpack, you can always go to your locker and restock. Okay, if you see your supply in your locker is getting low, get some more and put them in your locker. You'll also need erasers, highlighters, colored pens or markers, and if you look on the syllabus, it'll give you more detail about that as well. You also need a journal, a marble journal, note cards, and Post-its. Get the super sticky Post-its. They stay better. The other ones come off. You use them once, they come off, you can never get it to stick again. Super sticky, you can stick them over and over. Get fun colors too, lots of color. Of course, we talked about the paper. You'll also need some tab dividers. Classroom rules. What do I expect? Well, to come to class prepared and on time. Stay on task during the entire class period. And be polite, positive, and respectful. Follow all school rules. Consequences. Warning. You need a verbal warning. After that, if it continues, we'll have a seat change. Then I'll call you to talk to your parents. I'll call during class if I need to. After class, I'll write a referral. Final is a referral to the principal, and here's where you can get your detention and school suspension. Procedures. At the beginning of class, make sure that you are in your seat by the time the bell rings, working on Mountain Language or the assignment on the board. Read the board and get out any supplies and homework that's due. Voice level 0 or 1 at most, maybe whisper to ask a question, and that's it. If you're absent, check the board to see what you missed. Copy a classmate's notes. See me after class. If you miss a quiz or test, then schedule a time to come make it up with Mrs. Chester. You have 1 week to do this. Okay, I will also be using something called ClassDojo.com, and we will discuss what that is in a little while. I'll show you what Class Dojo is. Homework checks, homework completion. I do check your homework. I want to know that it's complete. It's a completion grade too. Either it's done or it's not done. At the end of class, I will dismiss you, not the bell. You're expected to clean up any trash around your area, around your desk. Now that you know everything, let's look at this little cartoon and tell me what you think about it.